What's the truth about John Cena's wife, Shay Shariatzadeh? Although Cena has said, "I don't want marriage" in the past, the wrestler clearly had a change of heart. He and Shariatzadeh look like they're totally in love and in it for the long haul. So just who is the woman who stole Cena's heart? So just how did John Cena and Shay Shariatzadeh meet? As Cena's Playing with Fire co-star Keegan-Michael Key tells it, Cena first saw his future wife at a restaurant in Vancouver and was instantly smitten. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Key recalled Cena saying, "There was one woman I was looking at and I couldn't take my eyes off her." Clearly sparks flew in that moment for John Cena's wife too, or she wouldn't have married him. Cena and Shariatzadeh first stepped out on the red carpet at the premiere of Playing with Fire in October of 2019. That evening, Cena was all smiles, and according to his red carpet interview with ET, Shariatzadeh was almost definitely the reason why.
No matter what projects I'm involved in the future, this will always have special meaning because I got to film a special project and meet someone special.
He also called Shariatzadeh beautiful and said it was going to be a wonderful night. Looks like that wonderful night might have been just the start of something special. While John Cena's romance with Nikki Bella was pretty high profile, the pair were featured in the reality show Total Bellas after all, it appears that Cena's relationship with Shay Shariatzadeh is much more under the radar. For one, they didn't make a big announcement when it appeared they got engaged in February of 2020. In fact, the only reason people noticed it at all is because Shariatzadeh was spotted with a diamond on her ring finger, leading gossip outlets to conclude they were on the road to matrimony. That was also the conclusion that Cena's fans came to on Twitter when they spotted the couple out and about in San Diego. As one fan account shared, "Not starting any rumors, but it looks like he might be engaged. Shay's got a rock on her finger. Looks like love was definitely in the air." It appears that fan speculation that John Cena and Shay Shariatzadeh were engaged was indeed correct, as on October 14th, 2020, PWInsider.com broke the news that the lovebirds had tied the knot. According to the outlet, Cena and Shariatzadeh officially got married 2 days prior, on October 12th, 2020. Cena and Shariatzadeh didn't throw a lavish, over-the-top wedding, however, nor did they run off to get hitched in Las Vegas. Instead, Cena married his wife in a private ceremony at an attorney's office in Tampa, Florida, as noted by People. Perhaps that's the reason Cena got especially sentimental on Twitter 3 days before his wedding day, when he wrote, "Love involves constant effort. When you are truly ready to let love in and give to love all it needs to flourish, I feel there is no greater, more rewarding connection." Congratulations, John and Shay. Shariatzadeh was born in Iran, but that's not where she was living when she first met her famous wrestler husband. You see, in addition to having Iranian ancestry, Shariatzadeh is also a Canadian citizen. That would explain why Cena met Shariatzadeh at a restaurant in British Columbia. She lives there, or at least she did until she met and married Cena, who has homes in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, where they got married, and San Diego, California. She also attended college at the University of British Columbia from 2008 to 2013, studying electrical and electronics engineering. Shay Shariatzadeh's affection for her family extends much farther than just her husband. In fact, the one person she looks up to more than anyone else is her mother, who taught her so many things. For International Women's Day in 2019, she was profiled and interviewed by her employer, Avigilon, and revealed some details about her mom and their relationship. She said, "The strongest and most hard-working woman I know is my mother. The biggest lesson she taught me was to be independent and fight for things I want in life." John Cena's wife has huge respect for the sacrifices that her mother made too. She related, "She is a surgeon who worked day and night so we could have a good life. While she was at the peak of her career, she gave it all up to move her family to Canada to give us a better future. She is the reason I fight to be the best version of myself, to be kind, and to never give up. Because, despite all the hardship, she always smiled. She is my hero." One interesting thing about Shay Shariatzadeh is that, unlike John Cena, she's not a famous actor or wrestler. Rather, John Cena's wife is an engineer, and her engineering career was something she decided on early on in life. She explained in a chat for Avigilon, "I have always enjoyed math and physics. My brother studied engineering in school, and I remember one day he came home with a project and it was an autonomous car. And that was it. Specifically, Shariatzadeh works as a product manager, which she likes because it allows her to utilize her diverse skill set. She's good at the technical, business, and people side of things. She said she takes pride in working in the video security industry and considers her work to advance products that keep people and their assets safe to be her little contribution to the world. So if you ever relied on a video security system from Avigilon, perhaps Shariatzadeh herself helped design it. If there's one thing that's abundantly clear about John Cena, it's that he's totally into his wife. The pair have been spotted canoodling in public, according to TMZ, showing just how much they're in love. A source told Life and Style in October 2020, "In John's eyes, Shay is the whole package. She's beautiful, intelligent, kind, independent, and family-oriented, and there's rarely any drama between them." Family-oriented, you say? Given the reported reason for Cena's split from his ex-fiancée Nikki Bella was their differing opinions on marriage and children, as noted by People, it will be interesting to see what the future holds for John, Shay, and their potential future family. Thanks to the year 2020, we're all too familiar with quarantine. And just like everyone else, John Cena and Shay Shariatzadeh had to shelter in place. And of course, they did it together in Cena's sprawling Tampa Bay abode. Hey, if you have to be stuck at home, that's not a bad place to be. That's not to say the pair just fritted around and watched Tiger King while tending a sourdough starter, however. While on lockdown, Cena and his wife got their sweat on, a source explained to Life and Style. John works out every day to keep in shape. He's also put together a couple's workout itinerary, and he and Shay have a blast exercising together, either outdoors or in his amazing home gym. Long, elegant dinners, couples workouts, and red carpet events, Cena and Shariatzadeh certainly have a marriage worth aspiring to. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebrity relationships are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.